Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to move on once again, so would you please welcome to the cage, Radislav Pavlovic. And now would you welcome to the cage, Aftab Miah. This is professional K1 over three-minute rounds of action in the featherweight division. And in the blue corner, he weighed in at 66.3K. He represents the KO next generation, Radislav Pavlovic. And his opponent across the cage in the red corner. He weighed in at 65.8K. He represents Team Kenshiro, Aftab Miah. Your referee, Mr. Andy Nichols.
It's her first time tonight being pro K1, which means quite simply the knees can fly up to the head as well here tonight. And you can see Radislav has a huge height advantage over Aftab.
Aftab, a very active fighter though. He does a great job of keeping the pressure on and being really technically fluid. If you see here, he's firing the punches, he'll circle out, caught the kick.
And this is the adaptation needed when you go from tie to K1, is the release in the clinch there and the initial work and then stopping. But as you said, Aftab, as who we've seen on numerous occasions before, is a real fireball of a fighter, isn't he?
Very tenacious and powerful. And he's able to just create angles to his advantage. You see that he fires that leg kick and body shot and he moves off to his left and immediately resets back into his guard.
Now this is the thing, it's the right tactic against a taller man when you're in your work and you're either all the way in or you're all the way out. It's one or the other.
Nice body shot there from Aftab.
And again had the awareness to block the first and second knee attempt as well. Chopping it as a taller opponent's leg, a good tactic as well.
I love the way Aftab times that kick, catches it, blasts down to the body. Even when he's being attacked, he's being offensive.
Well, Radislav really needs to start booming in those leg kicks to negate the mobility. When you see in K1 style an opponent as mobile and as fast coming in and out, you've got to start looking at ways to stop those tools. And to be fair to Radislav, even though he's not always successful, he knows what he needs to do, and he is trying to do it. He's trying to chop at those legs of Aftab to slow him down.
He just sent Aftab crashing to the canvas with those leg kicks. And to do that, he needs to be at mid to long range. When he comes into the striking range of Aftab, he's going to get lit up. So he needs, see there, he's walking straight forward and just initiate the clinch. He needs to keep his distance, pick off that lead leg, go upstairs and hide when those kicks are going to come out. Beautiful kick there by Radislav.
It was caught just by Aftab, but picking up on what you said, Dean, it's the difference between taking 1 or 1.5 steps too many before you fire off your technique. And for me, Radislav is just taking that hit like here. That's the perfect timing. That's the perfect range. Don't take that one extra step. This is the right, and this is the best results for him because of that, Dean.
There we go. Going to the leg and going upstairs. Beautiful stuff by Radislav. It's almost like he heard us here in the commentary position.
Well, it was needed, Dean, not to hear us, obviously, but what was needed was to get that range just right and really maximise the power of your kicks. Now, for me, this was a beautiful round of 2 halves. At the end of the day, we saw Aftab powerhouse at the beginning, in and out, very strong, knew what he was doing, and then suddenly Radislav changed the range at which he fought in the second half of the round, and it made all the difference.
Switching up tactics whilst in a fight is a skill in itself, Malcolm. To be able to keep yourself in the fight and technically switched on is high fighter IQ.
And that's what you'd expect now, because we're in professional K1. They're not amateurs anymore. And at the end of the day, they're both looking at ways to exploit weaknesses. And Radislav, his range was being exploited early by Aftab. Then suddenly, whether the coaches shouted at him or he figured it out for himself, he changed the range. He didn't come in that one step too many before trying to fire the knee. He was chopping at the legs, coming in, which doubled up the impact, and not only did that, stopped Aftab being able to come in so quickly on the counter. Now I'd like to see how Aftab's corner, and as I said, we're talking to Team Kenshiro here, so they'll know what to say, now adapts to that change. It's wonderful.
Aftab needs to stick to what he does great, which is those high kicks, and he's always on the move. He needs to create angles, get in, and make this a slugfest. Go to the body, go to the head, just like that. The second he gives distance there, he nearly ate the leg kick.
Well, this is obviously what Radislav is going to go for now. Once he's crashed in with the leg kicks, he's going to look for the knee over the top, using that height advantage. When the knee comes up there, you can see, just by raising the knee, it comes almost up to the chest height of Aftab. It's a huge advantage to have. And he doesn't want to get involved. I agree with you. If Aftab can keep this a slugfest, that's when he's happiest.
And Radislav now has found his range, and he's utilising those leg kicks to the best of his ability. He's going rear and inside, faking the switch knee.
Well, the thing here we've got to be careful of, remember, is it's totally legal now for him to push that knee through the guard of Aftab into the face if he can get there. And he's got the height to be able to do it without much effort. So it's dangerous times here. There, as I said, that's the dangers now for Aftab.
Specifically when Radislav steers Aftab's head off that centre line.
He's got to be careful because he can't pull the head down to the knee, but he can engage and bring the knee up. And Aftab is now showing signs of wear and tear because of those legs and those knees.
I love the way Radislav, they fired a knee, broke off, went straight back to the clinch and is looking for the knee again.
Well, this is what they forget, Dean. It's not about saying he carried on holding. You and I saw it clearly. A good fighter disengages momentarily and can come straight back in. That's totally legal. Oh, and there's the leg kick. See, he's found it now. Dean, the nature of this fight has changed dramatically because of the tactics and the strategy and the awareness.
Aftab. And this is the danger of being so mobile and active as a fighter like Aftab. He seems to have taken his toll with the leg kicks, but he seems to be breathing heavy, Malcolm.
Well, it's also the knees to the midsection now that are beginning to take their toll. Everything that aids or helps his breathing is being taken away from him by Radislav. And now he doesn't know where to defend, and those legs are being chopped and chopped at, and you can see the fatigue setting in right across the body of Aftab now, and those knees taking their toll as well, setting them up beautifully. Now he's using the clinch not to pull the head down, but to make sure that Aftab is still there. And this is hard times for the man in the red corner.
Nice combinations here by Radislav. He uses the uppercut very well. He's covering up good. But what you'll see is Aftab throwing those punches and almost leaning forward. And that way, and he goes down, but I believe that was a slip. But when he leans forward, Malcolm, he's putting the weight on that lead leg for Radislav to chop.
But also, there was something in that attempted knee from himself. He fell out. That was fatigue from his own attempted strike. And he doesn't carry the power now that he carried in the first round. It's a big, big round for Radislav. Tactically, the change worked for him. And for Aftab, it's a hard night's work now because the power has gone from the legs, the spring has gone from the legs, and that spring from the legs helps him bring the power into his punches as well. He's a sort of crouching style fighter that comes back up. That's now gone. We saw tired punches at the end, and he actually fell trying to execute a knee.
Yeah, the end of that round was spectacular. And as Radislav disengaged from the knee, that switch kick, the lead kick was there, but he didn't throw it. Maybe he's listening for the end of the round, but I like to see him work that leg some more, go to the body to make Aftab's head coil over and go upstairs for the head kick.
I think this third round is very, very dangerous for Aftab. If Radislav does some of the things that you say, and more importantly, just stays there for the 3 minutes, working like he did, could force a stoppage here. So third and final round, and Radislav will not change tactics, Dean. It's all about how or what Aftab has got left to change his tactics. He looks tired. He's a warrior, we know that, and he loves a scrap, but Radislav has really used the right tactics here. And now, because of the length of his legs, even if Aftab checks, he can take the rear leg and the knee. Are they throwing the towel? Good call by Team Kenshiro. A superb, that's coaching. That's good corner work. They're frustrated, they're unhappy, but they saw the writing on the wall tactically. And do you know what? That is as much a good team as anything else. You must have a chance of winning to stay in there. If not, you're a punch bag. Superb, all round.
The knee there got through, the punches in bunches just overwhelmed Aftab. But again, there's no losers in fighting. One person gets their hand raised, of course, but Aftab will go away and come back a better fighter after this stoppage.
Ladies and gentlemen, two superb professional K1 exponents, please. Let's hear it for both your men in the cage before the official announcement. But we do have your winner by way of corner withdrawal in 16 seconds of the third round. It's the blue corner, Radislav